What was that?
I said I'm ready to talk about Geometry Dash. How about you?
Me neither.
So, by the way, we walked away for a bit because we were
I had
both
to
heartbroken and I wanted water and he had to poopy.
I also got one.
Oh, cool.
×2.
Yo. What?
I have 2 water bottles and one is massive.
Oh yeah, you have football.
Yeah, I have a football jug.
But, first off, slightly more minor point, right? My sister is a fucking god. She's like 11 or maybe 12. And she'd play through like the normal levels, right? And she like
Geometry Dash. Gotcha.
yeah, Geometry Dash, and she beat like Geometric Dominator or whatever it's called.
Geometric denominator.
Denominator.
Yeah, it's the bottom part of a fraction.
But like whatever that level's called, she like beat it, right? After like a lot of attempts, right? And like she beat, she was gloating about how she could beat Stereo Madness in one try.
Yeah, I also did that.
Polargeist as well. And I was like, okay, look, man, I've got to be honest with you. That's not that impressive.
Yeah.
And then I realized she was playing on like her little like Kindle thing. My grandma
Kindle
got
Fire.
Or that was grandma's,
Please.
and then was like hand me down to her.
Oh, gotcha.
And I was like, okay, and she's like, here, play. There's like an entire second of delay before it does anything.
Okay, yeah, fair.
And it was like, holy shit, dude. How are you doing this?
Fair enough.
I pushed the button, and then 5 years later, he jumps. How are you clearing levels?
That's how my old phone was. Because back when I had started playing Geometry Dash, I had an iPhone 4, and it was very, very laggy.
Although it's worth mentioning, when I say a second of delay, I mean a literal second. That part's not an exaggeration.
I figured. No, the iPhone 4 wasn't that bad, but it was very choppy.
Yeah, fair enough.
I did play on a Kindle Fire for a little bit, because it's all like, I underestimated it. I played on a Kindle Fire for a while. And boy, oh boy, the music was always delayed on that, so the levels I made were like half a second off.
Horrible.
Yeah. Because they were on time when I played it on the Kindle, but because it was delayed on there, it was delayed on everything else. Which was really sad, because I was kind of proud of some of those levels. I'm not anymore, let me tell you. But at the time, like, Nebula Circles was the one that I made, because 9 circles, lol.
Is that the one that's just like a bunch of spikes like this? There's one where you're a ship and then later a UFO, and it's one of your levels.
Yeah, okay. That's probably the one.
And it's just... all I've seen, because I suck, is like... the first like hour is just like spikes on top and bottom.
That is not that long. It does that for like 8 measures max. Because it does it for 4 for the ship and then 4 for the UFO.
Maybe.
We'll play Geometry Dash.
But basically, I think my sister's better than me.
Because of that, yeah.
But I feel like also when she gets something that can actually run the game, if she starts playing again, I think that's been a while.
Yeah, fair.
But when she gets something that can actually run the game, she's gonna be fucked up by being used to the delay.
True.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it happens when I push it. Yeah, the Kindle Fire, if it had more than 2 objects on screen at once, it would lag out.
Yeah.
Man, dare you put a saw on the screen. That thing has to move. Man, that would kill it.
Or like one of the monsters. No way.
Oh, no, man. If you saw one of
like
those,
2 moving
man,
things.
the whole battery would drain in half a second.
You would get a blue screen and then it would go black because it died.
And then I would get a sad face. And it would say, Windows has run into a problem and needs to restart your PC. Please, thank you. Oh, that was so scary. I dislike that section. Going forward is hard enough. Going back is so much more nerve-wracking. That was about
both
to be
because you're
scary.
further in the level and because it's just kind of harder.
It's just harder, yeah. Baby jumps, baby jumps, baby jumps. Ooh, big jumps. Slide.
We're slick with it.
That's what I'm saying.
That jump, by the way. is the one that would kill me for a long time.
I was kind of scared right there and right there. I hate this top part. It scares me.
It's funny because it's the least dense obstacles in the level.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I believe you. What do you mean by that?
Like, there are a lot of spikes, yeah, but you're not in a little corridor or anything.
Fair.
Or, say, the floor isn't spikes.
Yeah, true. I can tell you where it is. Nope, that's it, yeah. I messed up my momentum on the wall jump. Because I hesitated
I think
a
you
little
had
bit.
it, but you jumped into the claw. From, like, above.
Gotcha. And Sag.
You usually want to jump up under it.
Man, I didn't really realize how short the second section is. It really is much shorter, huh?
You mean, like, the second half? Or?
Yeah, the second half. It's not as long as this first half, it doesn't feel.
Yeah.
Feels like this one.
I mean, Subworld 2 is kind of long because you have to loop.
I feel like this first section is more complex.
Yeah.
But the second part is more precise. Almost.
That seems about right.
Because, I mean, other than a few specific jumps in this area, I mean, it's very linear, I suppose. Once you figure it out. If you're first seeing it, it's confusing as all hell. But, I mean, it's very straightforward compared to the second part, I think. Because I think the looping back around as soon as you get to the subworld is a little funky, if you don't know what you're doing. It took me forever to figure out how to do it.
You mean after you get the mushroom? Because that's what I was talking about, the loop around.
No, I'm talking about the as soon as you enter the subworld, you do the triple jump over the spikes, and then you have to baby jump off the wall. That section, when you loop around, that confused me for a long time.
That's Overworld 2, but...
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Because you go through the key door that's at the very beginning of the level. That's the world that has the axe in it. So that's Overworld 2. But
Gotcha.
yeah, that bit is a bit more. Yeah, it wraps in itself a lot. I mean, there's only one way you can go at any given time.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really stop it from being confusing until you figure out where that one way is.
Yeah. True. Bonk.
Mario slams his head on the ceiling.
That's what I'm saying, balls. I love getting the triple jump there. It's actually been very helpful.
Really?
Yeah.
Usually I would actively try to avoid that because it'd be too
that's
high
what
and it'd fuck me over.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
That's gonna cost you the run.
That's gonna cost me the run. That's kind of what I was thinking, though, was that it would mess me up to get the triple jump because I would run into the spike. And by spike, I mean saw. Oh, I panicked because I thought I didn't make it.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't gonna make it. I thought it was 2 baby jump.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Man, they call me the forgetter.
I don't know what you were gonna say either, but I know something I was gonna say earlier.
Oh, yeah?
The other thing about Geometry Dash is that my levels just keep disappearing.
Oh yeah.
All my old levels that I couldn't give a crap about are still there.
Really? Well, you lost all your tutorial levels.
Yeah, those disappeared. But I don't get why levels are just.
Well, wait, didn't what was it? It was the collab skeleton, but the full thing. That one disappeared, didn't it?
Yeah. That's just gone.
Yeah, that's the one I decorated like a stupid person.
It wasn't horrible.
It was pretty bad.
It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible.
I am awful at level creation in the first place, let alone decoration.
It was better than every single one of my levels, with the exception of this something parody. Dear Nostalgia's parody, yeah.
That was a good level. It was kind of hard.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite a demon, but...
I do remember I had to get you to clear it because I'm not that good at the game.
Yeah. I mean, you're much better at creating than I am, but I think I'm better at playing.
No, absolutely.
Well, I don't think so. I know so. It sounded mean.
That's
but
no, that's fine. You definitely are. Like, I kind of suck at Geometry Dash, actually. But like, it's just. But I do like the same thing I do with this, right?
Yeah.
Where, if I make a part, that bit at the beginning with the Pokey and the Goombrat, I made it, and then played it for a while just to see if it was even possible.
Yeah.
And that's like what I tend to do is I make a section, then I go, is that even something you can do? And then I slam my face into it until I get it, and then I'm like, okay, so you can. That means it stays, you know.
Yeah.
Which is why then playing this level, I'm significantly better at Mario Maker than Geometry Dash, but
Yeah.
even as such, playing this level playing this level took me forever to clear because every single part was possible, but it's about doing them in a row.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm mad some of the levels have disappeared because it
Some of them
seems
are
like
good.
they also disappear from my side, which pisses me angry.
Whoa. That's the first time I've done that.
That was sad.
You can still go into the creator and you can probably just duplicate the level and then upload it again. Because I don't know about you, but I keep all of my levels.
Yeah, I generally do. I still have
You should.
Halloween, whatever.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. You should finish Halloween, I guess. That's the best thing you've ever made. But
It kind of looks like shit.
eh,
But, and also,
I would
the Luigi's
prefer-
Mansion section is not great.
I would much prefer.
But what I want to do now is wait for the platform thing to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Because that will
fair.
allow me to be so much more creative with some of the sections.
That's true. It should
But I
be
do like
soon.
that
I'm
first
hoping
section
that'll
a
be
lot.
soon. Because I'm seeing a lot of creators get the
Like
preview.
early access.
Yeah. Like they did with 2.1.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, there are some creators that will just upload 2.1 levels, but you couldn't play them yet because 2.1 wasn't out.
Yeah. I mean, I know that's definitely the same, because Juniper, I've started watching her recently. Sometimes she's funny, sometimes she's annoying.
I agree.
But she's funny often enough that I am, like, watching her, right? And, right, it seems like she's, like, a mod or something.
Yeah,
Because she's
probably.
talked multiple times about sending levels, assumedly to RobTop, or to whatever the system is,
Yeah, I don't know how the mod system works.
to, like, rate or whatever.
Yeah.
And then also, I've seen her play some platforming levels already. I think it was her anyway.
I have
I also
watched
saw
it.
Eric Van Wilderman do that, and I know that he's like a mod or something.
I did not know that, but I remember I used to watch him all the time.
I used to
That
watch
man
him.
plays with a controller.
He's significantly less funny now, but I think he had to become friendly for RobTop reasons.
Either that or because YouTube.
Yeah. Because I remember, I don't remember the exact phrase, but I remember something I thought was funny when I did watch him. It was like he'd say something about when he was playing like a hard level, he was about to get to the bullshittery.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I used to watch him a lot. Also, I had started playing Geometry Dash again recently, and one of the levels I had always tried but never managed to beat was Verity by Sir Punch. And then I got to like 89%.
In one track.
No, not one try, but I got to 89% or so when I was playing it on my laptop, and I was like,
I kind of
oh,
thought
I'm
you were
so
gonna
sad.
hit that stray one.
Me too. I did finally beat Gold Temple though, which I was very proud of, even though it's an easy demon. But I had never beaten it, and I finally did. Because the hardest part of that level, the hardest part of that level is the ship part. So once you get past the ship, it's very easy. The rest of it's very simple. But then I choked on it twice because I got scared.
I kind of want to check out, by the way, that level that generates itself every time.
Oh yeah.
I sent you that.
Oh, come. Yeah, you did.
Sad.
That's what I'm saying.
It's interesting. Apparently, how it works is I don't know how it like works, but the basic structure of it is that he just has multiple pieces made
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
that like fit together.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
no
noticed
matter
the
which
intro
ones
is
it
always
chooses.
the same.
Yeah, and the intro is always the same. And then like it just picks one, but I don't know what the mechanism is to make it random. It
I
might
have
just
no
be
idea.
player location, but then it's not really random.
Yeah,
so.
I have no idea. Because she had also mentioned, because you sent me Juniper playing it, that some people will use that trigger and be like, oh, are you gonna get the wall? Lol.
Well, I think the bit was, it sounded like he somehow recreated the random trigger, which I guess was a feature before but got removed. That's what it sounded like to me anyway. He basically like recreated it using not the trigger, but then I think he's talking about that's not gonna.
That's gonna cost me around.
Even though it's cool, a lot of people would probably use it for
evil.
A lot of people would probably use it for there's a chance there will be a wall at the end of the level and you'll just lose.
Yeah, which is awful.
Yeah.
That's not fun. That's boring. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Also,
make RNG fun.
I remember I used to watch Colin actually.
Colin.
Yeah, GD Colin. He's the one who made who recreated the random trigger. Yeah, I used to watch him a bit. He is a little bit funny. He was
only slightly.
Yeah, he made fake Geometry Dash mobile game ads.
Okay.
Because mobile game ad funny and lol. Also, what is with mobile game ads? I still don't get it.
No idea.
Because I know the gimmick. I'm not stupid. I know how marketing works. You see the person be bad at the level, and you're like, I could do better than that. This person is stupid. And that makes you want to download the level. Or the game, sorry. I know how that works, but once you figure that out, then just don't get the game. Because it's also riddled with ads to the point where it's nearly unplayable without paying
and then also, like, the ones that are like, Mom, Dad.
Yeah.
And Dad's like, God, I died to the 1-1 Goomba. And Mom's like, I have the world record.
I have the world record of speedrunning Super Mario 64.
And it's like, how is this supposed to make me want to buy it?
Yeah, that one I just don't.
I'm no longer going, oh, I could do better than Dad. Because Mom did that.
Yeah, I don't need to. I was already proven correct. Oh boy, sorry. I'm splicing up my words here because I'm scared.
No, that's fair. To be fair, it's
that was scary.
Stuff.
That one almost gave me a heart attack and a half.
Yeah.
Also, I do
the
not
top
like
section
that
is scary.
Oops. The fact that you have to ground pound there is also frightening.
Realistically, it's not that hard, but it's just so frightening.
Yeah, it's also because, man, I've gotten this far. I don't want to choke now, and then you choke.
Yeah, although for me, this was always the choke room.
If my nerves
were up at all, that room would kill me. Like, I had to remain seated.
That was scary.
Although, to be fair, I was giving myself the extra challenge if I wanted to see just how fast I could beat it.
Fair.
To bar how much time you get based off of that.
Oh, I moved too early. No.
I have depression now.
Oh yeah, you have it. Oh, I'm the one playing the level.
That was the saddest thing I've ever seen.
I did all the hard things except for the final thing. I had one challenging part left. Well, I mean, of course I'd still have to get through the few wall jumps, but it's not that hard. It's just nerves.
You'd have to get through the mushroom part, which
I mean that part's just nerves. Really.
It's slightly challenging, but not.
But I mean,
that much.
I think
you just have to know what you're doing.
For me, I think there's one challenging part left, and that's the
Swamp Man?
Swamp at the very end, who is frightening.
It's especially frightening because your heart goes dum 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 in the game and real life.
Crazy. That's insane. Man, that's what I'm about to go.
Madness even.
Insanity.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. They call me the...
Also, I think this is the only level I've put any effort into decorating.
Fair.
Most of them, I just think it looks good enough as it is.
Fair. I think Shadow Gets Stuck in a Blender is still harder than this.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad level, just I don't like that type of level. Because it's very slow. Yeah, it's very slow and methodical and precise.
Yeah.
This one is I run, go fast, go speed.
But also precise.
But it's also New Super Mario Bros, which means I have more movement options, which makes me feel better. I guess.
Although New Soup precision levels are ridiculous.
Oh yeah, because of the extra movement options. Like, I've seen so many where you have to ground pound cancel in midair and then land on something else and spin jump to get onto it. Or in midair, I mean. You spin to stall yourself. I've seen so many reels of people playing these ridiculous precision levels. Oh, I should have spun there.
There's what was it? Oh yeah, you know those levels where it's like a ridiculously short timer and you don't get to make it unless you wall jump off of every single single block thing along the way.
No, I don't.
I've seen a lot of levels where it's like the entire path is only one block wide, but it'll go up and down, and you've got to get a wall jump off of just about every single one, or else you can't make it to the end because the timer is just stupid tight.
Never seen that, but I believe you.